For most people these days, conflicts and fights in relationship have almost become mandatory. While some may enjoy their happy couple time, others have an environment of tension and anger during their meetups. The time they could use to understand each other better. What would it be like to suddenly realize one day that all of your problems and differences with your partners have now disappeared because you simply learned where their problems come from and how to deal with what causes them? Sometimes understanding the people who do not agree with us can be extremely hard. The couples who fight all the time are sometimes just not interested in learning what is causing them to fight when they can simply sit down and talk their differences out. In today's video, we will tell you 12 reasons that become a source of conflict in relationships. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, press the subscribe button to become a part of our online family and hit the bell icon to be notified about our future videos. Now, without further ado, let's begin listing down the problems that you need to avoid in order to have a happy relationship. Number 1, stop blaming yourself for everything. If one takes the blame for everything that happens in their lifetime, it may avoid arguments regarding taking responsibility for the things that go wrong in their lives. However, it can be extremely exhausting for one person to always be the bad guy in a relationship, and it will cause more friction as the annoyance towards the partner keeps increasing from bottling everything up. Working towards a mutual understanding of who is at fault and who needs to tone their things down can be helpful for the relationship in the long run, as it gives them confidence to be blunt with each other instead of getting scared or beating about the bush. Number 2, revenge is dangerous. Planning revenge by ignoring them if your partner comes home late is straight up setting your relationship on fire. Although it is understandable that respecting your words is important, sometimes in adult life, things don't go the way you want them to, and it is completely okay. You do not have to hold a sudden meeting or a car breakdown against them and punish an already tired partner for it. Remember to make yourselves a happy place for each other because the world outside is already draining and cruel. Number 3, ulterior motives. Are you secretly happy that your partner has to overwork so you can have time to yourself? Then instead of hiding it from them, let them know that you feel burned out and are glad that you will do something healthy while they don't have to wait for you or see you fake excitement. It will bring a sense of intimacy to your already close bond. They may love the fact that you care about them getting bored even when you are not in the right headspace to entertain them. You see, honesty is always healthy, depending on how you use it. Number 4, scapegoating. If they repeatedly do something bad that upsets you, think about the times they were there for you because humans are not black and white. Do not paint yourself as the victim while counting all the bad things they do because you are angry. There is gray to all of us, and that is only human nature. Be reasonable about it. Number 5, blurting negative things. Whenever we are angry, we choose to remind ourselves of all the times they were mean to us, which is a serious cause of huge fights among couples. There are good times and there are bad times. The same person that you hate right now for acting a certain way is the one who is there to help you in terrible times, because that is how love is, flexible. Number 6, be open to listening to them. If you are defending yourself the moment you are called out for a toxic habit, you are proving the accusation to be valid. Instead of arguing about whether it is wrong for them to think that you do not listen to them, just simply say that you will try to be more reasonable the next time. Remember that by arguing, you are only lessening the chances of a healthy discussion and increasing the exhaustion from your relationship that is meant to be making you happy. Number 7, don't get defensive. There may be things that your loved ones think that are wrong with you, so instead of putting up a wall between you and them, listen to what they have to say and promise that you will try your best to make it better. They will give you their endless support, and if you try to be rational and do not push them away every time they point something out about you. Number 8, both can be right. It is no denying that sometimes we fight over who is right because we just don't realize that we can be wrong too. Keep in mind that both parties can be right and both can be wrong. So instead of fighting, sit down together and talk about what bothers each other in order to find a better solution. Number 9, control. We want to lead all the time. However, sometimes it can be healthy to let your partner take control and decide what they want to do. Otherwise, it will make them feel inferior to you, which will not have any fun consequences. Always remember that partners are equal in relationships. Number 10, bitterness. In happy, sad, or everyday moments, learn to be a little compromising. Do not ruin a surprise party because the sauce was not as tangy as you wanted it. Appreciate the effort that has been put into arranging whatever small or big surprise and play along. Bitterness can eat the drive out of your partner, and they may never try to do something special for you again. Number 11, anger. Tame your anger if you want to live with someone or get married. Know that no one in this world was born to be your punching bag, and if you cannot tame your anger, you do not associate anyone with yourself to avoid causing harm to anyone. You need to fix all that is obviously wrong with you before you make a commitment, because as much as sharing burden seems attractive, some of your battles are yours to fight, and no one deserves to be hurt due to your recklessness. Number 12, there is no competition. You should not see your relationship as a competition. Tolerating abuse because you are not raised as a quitter is the stupidest thing you will ever do. The same goes for fights. You do not have to be stubborn if the other party is willing to negotiate. Talk about things that bother you. However, never compromise on your safety, and run as soon as you get a chance if you are being abused, either emotionally, physically, or psychologically. So this is all for now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment your views, and share with your friends. Subscribe and press the bell icon for future updates. We will be back with another video soon. Until then, goodbye.